Welcome back to K-Ratio's Week in Preview. I'm Kyle Littner and I'm here today to provide actionable insight for the future, not recap the past. In this week's episode, the great freight comeback of 2020 persists and the market leader shows why it's not ready to stop pushing forward. We'll break down what that means for you this week, but first let's take a look at where freight conditions currently stand. The National Outbound Tender Volume Index remains high in white and beyond anything seen at this time for 2019 in purple or even 2018 in orange. The American consumer has come out of lockdown with a strong desire for goods, and this has kept volumes at record levels for nearly 3 weeks now. Capacity, while still well supplied, appears to be in short in particular areas as national cancellations continue to move higher, now at 6.3%. While still not anything crazy, the reading is good for the highest non-holiday, non-COVID print since early 2019. Freight conditions certainly seem to be improving. Once again, LA is leading the market as far as the freight recovery, and obviously one market isn't enough to start a rally on its own, but like we said last week, this situation in LA has the ability to start a domino effect across the country. Still the volume leader nationally, outbound cancellations for LA have more than tripled since May 1st, and this has caused outbound spot rates to jump 80 cents on major lanes like LA to Dallas and LA to Seattle. This hasn't gone unnoticed by carriers, as those in the general region have migrated to LA to take advantage of these higher rates. And as predicted, nearby warehousing markets like Stockton and Phoenix have seen cancellations soar. Phoenix rejections have more than doubled year over year to sit at 13%, and Stockton has tripled year over year to register at nearly 8%. This is the beginning stage of a freight domino effect where one market gets hot, then spreads to surrounding areas, causing rippling disruptions throughout the national supply chain. So a problem that was localized to LA has now spread north and east and taken rates in the entire western region along for the ride. And we told you last week that this was warehousing business trying to restock, and while that's certainly positive as this was all long haul over the road, it doesn't bear the same weight as imports. And that's what gets us to the interesting part now. A quick peek at import volume for the Port of Long Beach shows a reading not seen since the first week of November 2019, right when holiday season is set to begin in the busiest market in freight, and a higher reading than this time of the year in 2018. If you were looking for a reason to believe that freight would see a June like 2018 instead of 2019, this is certainly it. What does this mean for freight this week? Well, LA is really going to get busy. Between the new imports and the existing overheated warehousing push, capacity in the area is going to be extremely tight. Carriers know this, so they'll be reluctant to leave the region, which will force spot market rates extremely high. Brokers, be prepared to take some hits on your outbound contract business, but keep it in mind for your inbound lanes to that area, as you can cover those much, much cheaper, and there will be higher spot volumes to go with these higher rates. Shippers, I've been warning you about this for weeks, and finally the day has come. Cancellations are here, predominantly out west, but this will now spread throughout the country. It will not be as bad as 2018, but life on Easy Street just took a sharp detour. To stay up to date with everything freight, you can follow us on LinkedIn, or for more information on our award-winning freight intelligence platform, how best to protect your margins, or dynamic pricing even in this extreme environment, check us out at k-ratio.com. All of you, please stay safe, and thank you again for watching.